Reciprocal love. To obey God's commands is a privilege rather than a burden. We must love God as He loves us. Here's Gene to explain this principle.
The theme that just runs through this is loving God and loving one another. And here he talks about it's not a burden, it's a privilege. 1 John 5, 3-5. For this is what love for God is, to keep His commands. Now His commands are what? Not a burden. Because whatever has been born of God conquers the world. Think about what He has given us to be able to do because He loved us. Not to be conformed to this world, be transformed. This is a victory that has conquered the world, our faith. And who is the one who conquers the world but the one who believes that Jesus is the Son of God? What a privilege to know God through Jesus Christ. Is that a burden? Well, Paul says it's not a burden if we understand God's grace. How many times we go back to this incredible passage. Therefore, brothers, sisters, by the mercies of God, in view of all that God's done for you, I urge you, present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. That is your what? Spiritual worship. This is worship. Not taking advantage of God, but worshiping Him. And don't be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may discern what is the horrible and burdensome will of God. Is that what he says? No. That you may discern what is the good, pleasing, and perfect will of God. It's a privilege. And so the question is, how does this principle apply to our relationships in marriage, in the family, and within the body of Christ? Well, if you go back to verse 1 of this chapter, chapter 5, verse 1, everyone who believes that Jesus is the Messiah has been born of God, and everyone who loves the parent, namely God, also loves his child. In other words, we're all children of God, so if we're going to love God, we'll love one another. And so he's developing this theme, the relationship between these human relationships as well as it relates to our relationship with God, and that's why I call this reciprocal love. And so basically, if we love God as we should, and we love one another as we should, that's going to certainly impact the way in which we love our mate, our marital partner. That's the most significant relationship where we demonstrate love. It involves our children, certainly. The children that God has given us, our grandchildren, our families. So this applies not just within the family of God, but within these subunits that are very significant in relationship to husband-wife relationships, parent-child relationships. All of this is impacted when we love God as we should, and come to know Him more and more in terms of the love that He's given to us. Reciprocal love.